Infiniti has always had an eye for design. Its shapely coupes, crossovers, and SUVs over the years have always mostly looked good. Right now, the company finds itself in a weird place. Could the path back to sales redemption, though, be fresh lines? It certainly can't hurt. And the fresh lines are going to be supplied starting with this new concept, not a concept, that Infiniti calls the QX60 Monograph. This is Infiniti's vision of its future. The QX60 Monograph you see here is what we will see on the next generation of the brand's three-row, family-focused SUV. The idea here is to provide something both sophisticated and functional for busy families. That comes from Infiniti's own messaging. And what that translates to in front of us is a machine that is sleek on the outside, yet purposeful and well thought out on the inside. We think, because this one doesn't really have an inside. There are a lot of elements we really like on this thing, and I hope some of them wind up on the production version of the QX60, which arrives sometime in 21. For example, I love the sharp cutoff of the nose. This grille treatment is inspired to invoke elements of origami, and then the roof is said to be inspired by kimono folds. Overall, the style of this looks like almost an angry version of a future FX, which we're not allowed to use that word anymore, but let's hope that styling applies here because we like it a lot. Take note of the paint. It's platinum paint, and Infiniti says it's highly reflective to mimic the qualities of liquid metal. No, not in the way the T1000 Terminator wants to kill you, but instead it slips and slides over a surface. This creates interesting interplays between light and shadow, and that lets automakers use their beloved term, dynamic. But we will allow it here because we like the way the black roof contrasts against the platinum paint, and the overall proportions of the QX60 look great. Hopefully that platinum paint finds a way into production. Infiniti says the QX60 Monograph has been designed with the inspiration of the Japanese concept of ma, which is harmony achieved through minimalism. Basically what that means is they didn't overdo it, and we have to agree with them because this thing looks great. There's a cool design element with the headlights and taillights too. The front in the headlights, they're designed to mimic both piano keys and an electrical heatsink, which is kind of weird until you see it in person. But the neat part is the headlights up front glow a very bright white, and the taillights are reddish, which naturally you would expect, but that makes sense for a very hot thing that dissipates out to slightly cooler edges. And then embedded in front and rear, there's a little Infiniti badge, and on top of that, there's a whole welcome to your car sequence and a goodbye sequence activated when you walk up to the car and when you leave it. So while they don't like to call it a concept, the term monograph means something that we will hopefully see close to the production version. And all I can say is, dear Infiniti, make it look like this. And I'm speaking to them because they're just behind off camera there. Make the car look like this. We won't know if they're going to do that until the production one arrives sometime in 2021. So stay tuned for that. For now, take this one in.